Hello, dear friends. It's a special joy to connect with you again. A few months ago, God dropped this question in my heart when I was bargaining with Him about something He wanted me to do. The question was, what is in your hands? Often when we come to the Lord with questions and look to Him for an answer, He may not give us a straightforward answer, but will reply with a question. It reminds me of a time when our elder son Rahul, who was about 3 or 4 years old, was fussing about what was served for breakfast. I tried to explain to him that whatever has been served, we eat with a thankful heart. Don't fuss. Jesus helps Daddy to work hard and provides us with the food we eat, so please don't fuss. I then drew his attention to our helper in the home and I said, see how hard she has to work also to provide for her family. He thought for a while and then said, why doesn't Jesus help her husband to work hard as well? Not knowing what to answer, I quickly said, ask your dad. When our parents or leaders ask us to do something, we often will make excuses as to why we cannot do it. We don't have the time, it's not the right time, I don't have the resources or means, I don't have what others have to do this. Sometimes we may even volunteer names of other people who will be able to do it. You are smiling right now, so I think you know what I am talking about. How many times, if you are honest with me, have you volunteered someone else's name when your leader asked you to do something and you felt that you were not able to do that? Well, this was one of the times in my life when the Lord asked me to do something and asked me, what is in your hands? Very interestingly, the great leader, the man of God who is so well known for the great exploits he did, and the anointed man of God, Moses, when asked to do a task, made excuses, just like we do. And God asks him, what do you have in your hands? Today, God asks us all the same question. What is in your hands? Take a look at your hands. This is not a palmistry session, but I want you to think about what is in your hands. In Exodus 3, we read about Moses and the burning bush experience. There we find God having a conversation with Moses, telling him that he has heard the cries of the children of Israel and wants to do something about it. He says, I am sending you, Moses, to Pharaoh to bring my people out of Egypt. Moses says, who am I to go to Pharaoh to bring the Israelites out of Israel? God says, don't worry, Moses, I will go with you. Tell them that I am has sent me to you. Then God gives him instructions as to what to do. And then in Exodus chapter 4, verse 2, Moses asks, what if they don't believe me? By this time, God is probably beginning to get a little impatient with Moses and says, what is in your hand, Moses? Moses says, a staff. He says, throw the staff down and it became a snake. Lift it up again and it became a staff again. But Moses, what if they don't believe me, Lord? Then put your hand in your cloak and take it out, and it became leprous. Put it back in your cloak and it became normal again. God then tells him to pour water from the Nile on the ground and it would turn to blood. Even then Moses says, but I have never been eloquent. I am slow of speech and tongue. By this time I feel Moses must have really tried God's patience. And God says, who gave man a mouth to speak? Who makes him deaf or mute? Who gives him sight or makes him blind? Is it not I, the Lord? Now go. Stop wasting my time. Those are, of course, my words. I will help you speak and will teach you what to say. Oh Lord, please send someone else to do it. Can you imagine how angry and impatient the Lord must have got with Moses? I am already feeling so impatient and frustrated reading about it. But thankfully, God is God and patient. If it was me, I would have zapped him or done something to Moses. But then the Lord sends Aaron with Moses and says, speak even as I instruct you. Friends, are we not like Moses today? Are we masters at making excuses? Look at your hands again. We have hands of different shapes and sizes. No two hands are the same. Some are soft, some are rough, some are strong, some are tough, some are small, some are big. No two fingerprints are the same. Each one is unique. Today, God is not asking you to look at your neighbor's hand or your parent's hand or your colleague's hand. God is asking, look at your hands. What is in your hands? God has blessed us and made each one of us unique. You have your own unique, one-of-a-kind DNA pattern. The gifts and talents that He has given you are unique. The intelligence, the abilities, the energy, the metabolism, the ability to process and to be logical are unique. Sometimes we don't appreciate the gift of life, the gift of parents, loved ones, people who care about us. We take it all for granted. The food we eat, shelter over our heads, the transport, open spaces, air, clean air. May God help us never to take it for granted. If you will turn over to Jesus what is in your hands, your abilities and gifts and talents, the master manager, He will take it and put it to best use for His glory. It is very easy to compare ourselves with others and say, I don't have what he or she has. But today I want you to see what you have. It's all there and we don't know it. Skills lie hidden, gifts and talents lie buried. And many times we feel frustrated when we are not able to find direction and meaning in life. Sometimes young people want to end their lives, but let me warn you that when you die or commit suicide, you kill the seed of potential that is within you. So friends, today is the day for excavation. Allow God to excavate your life and bring out the gems that lie buried. Stop making excuses like Moses. Don't underestimate yourself. The house He has blessed you with, open it, and may others come and experience the love and joy that Jesus has to offer. Share what you have. Don't hoard it. Give generously. Only then can you make space for more of God's blessings. Give of yourself. Open your heart and say to Jesus, here I am. Take me, show me, and use me for your glory.